Authorities are still working to identify the virus behind a new
Tonight, U.S. airports are on high alert,
Wuhan.
screening passengers for symptoms of a deadly new virus.
Egypt's health ministry has announced a first confirmed case of COVID-19 in Africa.
The latest Italian health report here says there have been more than 50 new cases overnight.
New York State has confirmed its first case of coronavirus Sunday evening. The patient, a woman in her 30s, contracted the virus while traveling abroad.
Well, the luck of the Irish, sad to say, has run out for Syracuse's St. Patrick's Parade, which is now postponed.
And again, no confirmed cases of coronavirus in Onondaga County, but there are cases in the Rochester, Albany, and Herkimer areas, and it left leaders no choice.
Today, we are in full mitigation mode. As of 8:50 this morning, we got our first test case confirmed back in Onondaga County.
We all really need to be very cognizant of it's here in our community.
Our responsibility overall as leaders is we have to take care of our vulnerable, and we really got to step up. Today we opened up the Emergency Operational Center to work together to deal with this COVID-19.
Don't do unnecessary travel, stay home if you can.
We declared a state of emergency on Saturday. That gave us the ability to deal with various social distancing measures that we are now implementing. The school will close at the end of the workday today at 4 o'clock. Schools will be closed.
One of the things that we really had to do related to childcare was to make sure that as we were shutting down our economy, that our first responders, our essential employees, our doctors, our nurses, our nursing home workers all had care. So we worked through our child care network at Child Care Solutions, and the county put forward a plan where it didn't matter what kind of money you made. We took care and we kept our child care and our daycares open for those children, for our essential workers.
COVID-19 testing is now available for everyone in Onondaga County. The county says they will be doing a minimum of 600 tests a day at the Syracuse Community Health Center. And if tests run out, Ryan McMahon says they'll provide more.
Here's your opportunity. If you've always wanted to get tested, just a peace of mind, this is your opportunity. We can do it now. We'll do it as long as we have the capacity to do that.
Onondaga County Executive Ryan McMahon wrapped up a press conference just a while ago, calling it a tough day, a sad day, as the county reported its first coronavirus-related death.
The data will show that our vulnerable, our seniors, and folks who have pre-existing conditions or compromised immune systems, if they get this virus, are going to be in for a fight. And we're going to have more of our neighbors that win that fight. But I think this is a sobering reality for everyone, that this is why we're having everybody do what they do right now.
We're losing track of time. Certainly this is unprecedented, a situation in front of us, and our team is working around the clock 24/7. Our health department is absolutely amazing what they're accomplishing and reacting to this virus, and now we're at a stage where we're even doing proactive mitigation. So very proud of our team. We're very proud of our community at large as we're making some progress.
How about your staff, your executive staff, and those of you that are still coming to the Civic Center every day and to the On Center too? How's the staff doing?
They're doing well, and they're amazing. And Dan, we're so lucky. They're public servants, and our whole county team. These folks are with me every day. They're getting data out to the public every day. We're messaging every day, making decisions, working with other governmental partners, and the work that they've done and the work we've done collectively as a community with all of our partners. Remember, we started preparing for this in February, well before we had cases, and that's why we've had some of the success we have. Their hard work and determination has saved lives. It's prevented people from being sick and saved lives.
The Onondaga County Industrial Development Agency is offering $500,000 in grants to small businesses and nonprofits to offset the cost of personal protective equipment, or PPE, and other health and safety measures implemented during the COVID-19 pandemic.
And I'm really proud of Syracuse University. So they had a decision to make about 2 weeks before school started. And we were telling them we needed to test the students before they came back. And we knew what we were asking them to do was spend $2 million. And they spent $2 million doing the right thing for the public.
Onondaga County is working with Upstate Medical University to individually test symptomatic students, their families, and staff.
And a week before the first deadline, 3 school buildings in the yellow zone have already met their testing quota required by the state to stay open for in-person learning.
Onondaga County's teams will visit 61 schools next week, working to test 20% of students and staff in each, nearly 5,000 tests. The only way buildings in the yellow zone are allowed to stay open.
Now, as schools prepare their testing strategies, other orange zone schools are already underway with testing and getting results they need to get back into the classroom.
This week, the county's been able to vaccinate a little more than 3,000 people. The problem continues to be supply. Ryan McMahon says his goal next week is to vaccinate 10,000 people, but he might not be able to do so because we might not have the shots.
We're doing well. We're vaccinating at higher rates than other counties, and people are participating.
We took the strategy that we should not be embarrassed to identify the virus anywhere, because the only way we get our arms around this virus and end this pandemic is to identify it everywhere. And we test and we test and we test today. And because of that, our positive rate in our community today, after a surge from Halloween through Christmas, is at 1% for a 7-day average.
Onondaga County Executive Ryan McMahon addressing those efforts to restart the state this afternoon. He's also taking his own actions to make the vaccine more accessible. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan joining us live right now with more. Andrew, what steps are being done?
Well, Christy, at 4:02, that means 2 minutes ago, Onondaga County's website went live with more than 2,000 new coronavirus vaccine appointments, 1,200 for next Monday and 1,200 for next Tuesday, but in an all-new location here at Shoppingtown Mall.
Big news for schools in Onondaga County. New guidance has been issued by the county health commissioner, and students' desks can now be less than 6 feet apart.
And we knew our job was to just tell the truth and to call balls and strikes throughout this process, never to have a slant of politics from the right or the left, but just to talk about the pandemic, how it was impacting us, and to explain the decisions that we were making in a way that people understood. So if we were asking them to sacrifice, they knew why, even if they didn't agree with our decisions we were making.